Okay, so for this example, we have this figure here where we have, as you see, it looks like some kind of parallelogram, or really we have two triangles as much as we can say here. So let's just label them for the sake of being able to refer to the different parts of each triangle. So we have A, B, C, and D. All right. And it says write a triangle congruent statement, right? So here it looks like if we look at, so I have really two triangles here that I have, right? So I have triangle A, B, D. Give me a second here. Okay. So really what do we have? We have two triangles, triangle A, B, D. All right, and we also have triangle C, D, B. Okay. All right. Okay, so we know that, well, first they have a side in common, right? So right away we could say, all right, well, I know that BD, and the statement I want to make, so BD congruent to BD, right? It's just reflected, right? So equal to itself. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. Now, something else here we see, we're also given, right, that we have a pair of angles here that are equivalent, right? So we have the angle BDA, right? So B, right here, BDA, right? And that one is congruent to angle DBC. All right, so that one being this one here, right? DBC. Okay, and now we also have another pair of angles that are congruent. All right, so here we have, right, angle BDC. Is congruent, right? So BDC, this angle here, congruent to DBA. DBA. All right. Okay, so I think we have enough information here that is enough, in fact, to conclude that triangle A. So for one, the triangle congruent statement will be triangle ABD congruent to triangle CDB, right? Even though I only have these three pieces of information. Right now, again, why? What is the reasoning for this, right? Don't I need to know the other pieces? No, because what I have is I have two angles and the included sign, right? So the reasoning, again, all we need is to reference the theorem, right? We don't need any kind of description. We could just say theorem, angle, side, angle. Right? We have two angles in the congruence and the included side. That is enough to say that those angles are congruent. Right, so right away here, so here we see, okay, so what is the value of X and Y, right? Now here, just kind of the orientation, you can always say, all right, which one, this angle with the one tick mark across that is side of length 25, right? So AB is 25. But also CD is 25, right? Because that one is across this angle here, right? It's the corresponding side, right? If this is angle with the one tick mark, this is the corresponding side. So CD corresponds to Y. So Y is going to be equal to 25. All right, and the same thing here for X, right? X is across the way from this angle with 2 tick marks. So the side across the angle from 2 tick marks here is 30. Since they're congruent, that means X must also be 30, right? It is the corresponding side. Okay, so right away, right, once we've established the congruency, it's easy to determine the length of those sides.